Welcome back to Golden Goose and my Road to Glory series that follows running back James Brown of Auburn Tigers. Today, the Tigers are taking on Mississippi State, who's ranked number 15 in the nation, and we have to travel to Mississippi State for this game. Kirk is going to side with Mississippi in this one, but we're very evenly matched up on paper, so this is going to be a good one. Both teams are undefeated early in the season. Now, last week was our first game of the season. We had 14 carries for 164 yards and 3 touchdowns. It was our best game of our career by far. And I just recently purchased an upgrade for James Brown, so we're sitting at 96 overall with 94 speed and 94 acceleration. And look at that strength, 91 strength, 92 break tackle, 95 truck. So, I mean, we're going to be unstoppable when we run into a defender. Without further delay, though, let's get into this game here. 90 overall, both of us are. We have a little edge on offense, and we have about the same rated defense. So this is going to be a very close game against a top 25 opponent. Winning this game could definitely put us into the top 25. Auburn's going to start off with the ball in this contest here early in the first quarter, starting from the 25-yard line. James Brown offset to the left here. It is an option play. Auburn loves their option, and Hunter breaks 2 tackles, still going all the way down to the 42. Hunter's a junior, Brown is a sophomore. You can say this offense is going to be together at least another year here, and they're looking pretty good this season, a lot better than they looked last year, and there we go. Perfect blocks, and James Brown is gone early, all the way to the end zone, a 59-yard carry. Wow, can you say perfect blocking by that offensive line? He's going to have to buy them all a steak dinner after this one. That was great blocking ahead. He had to just walk his way to the end zone. Now, Brown has kind of accepted he's not going to get a ton of carries in any of these games. He's expecting anywhere from 12 to 15. He ideally wants 20 plus. We'll see what he ends up getting throughout this season. Wow, there's some great break tackle there by Brown. That's that 95 break tackle, 91 strength play right there. Wow. Now, like we said, ideally Brown would like to carry the ball 20 times a game. I mean, I feel like any back would like those kind of numbers, 20, 25 times. That's a workhorse's numbers. But obviously, the Tigers' offense is just not quite schemed for that. They really like utilizing Hunter and this pass game. 3rd down and 1. And yeah, they're going to pass it again. And it looks like Hunter still has the ball, trying to get rid of it, throws it deep, and that was a 32-yard strike down the field to Stewart. If this Auburn defense can hold out, I mean, this could be a very good game for the Tigers. A little bit of play action there, threatening Brown, making them jump for that one, almost picked off. Not the best decision making there by Hunter. 2nd down and 10, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Auburn has the lead 7-0. Hunter gives it to Brown up the left side. Brown's going to run a guy over, run a second one over. You can't stop this kid. His legs just keep churning. Now, the Tigers do love the option play. We've seen them run it quite a bit this season and last season, but usually the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's what we've been seeing. And there we go, decent block. Couldn't quite have the speed burst he needed to get to that outside edge. 2 yards only on the carry. 2nd down and 8. Brown was open over the center, but it looks like they're throwing to the right side. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 8. The Tigers took Brown out to let him rest a little bit, and they ended up scoring 7. It's 14-0. Mississippi hasn't been able to score. These teams are so evenly matched, though. It's surprising to see Mississippi State's offense not getting off the ground today. And wow, met at the line of scrimmage, but pushes forward for 3. Coming to the end of the first quarter here, it looks like they're going to hand it to Brown again. Oh my gosh. He just falls off of a guy and literally gets a great block there. 15 yards, 5 carries already in the first quarter for 92. This was a really good run, able to kind of juke off 1 tackle, trying to regain bounce there, but in the rain, falls down to the turf. Brown might be a halfback to reckon with. I mean, with a college career like he is building for himself this season, maybe next year will be his last year before going pro, and up the right sideline. Still going, a 40-yard reception to McFarland. I don't know what's gotten into the Tigers. They were a pretty mediocre team last year, finishing around 7-5. Maybe 7-6 they finished last year. This year they're looking great. I mean, it's easy to say they look good against an FCS team last week, but hey, this is Mississippi State, a top 20 ranked team, sitting at number 15. And you're looking to go up 3 scores here, just getting into the second quarter. Brown's going to cut it up the center. Wow! All the way inside the 5. Looks like they're hurrying up. They liked what they saw there on that play, and why wouldn't you? The gap up the center was massive. And again, Brown trying to muscle his way in, not going to get in. He finds a yard. 8 rushing attempts, 9 passing attempts for the Tigers. Pretty even. We really don't see that much with these guys. But here we go. Brown pushes his way in, breaks through 2 and finds 6. Wow, Mississippi State still scoreless in this one. I was worried about this game, but it's 21-0. Our defense is holding. We're in motion. Play action. They bite. We get a block, and that's going to be incomplete. I'm pretty sure Brown's over 100 yards rushing already here in the first half of football. He had 160 last week. I mean, if he can repeat that performance, he's going to be well on top of the rushing numbers for the NCAA after this week. Wow, 12 yards there on the quarterback option. He decides to give it to Brown. I don't know if these guys had a talk in the locker room after last week, but it seems like on the option plays, he's willing to involve Brown a bit more. Brown had 14 carries last week. He has 9 already this week, and we're in only the second quarter. So clearly the Tigers have listened to Brown. He said, hey, if I don't get more carries this season, I'd be happy to transfer for my junior and senior year. After a clipping call, they backed up the Tigers. First down and 17 after that nice gain. Let's see what they do here. 3:40 to go in the first half of football. Trying to get to the outside. He does have decent speed, and my God, knocking over defenders like bowling pins. 3 guys were lined up, and he knocked all 3 of them down. After sitting Brown for a couple plays, it's 3rd down and 10. And it looks like Hunter is dropping back to throw. Brown trying to beat the defender deep, but not quite fast enough. Mississippi got the ball after that 4th down punt by Auburn, and they scored 21-3. 17 seconds to go. You do have 3 timeouts. I mean, you could try for something here. And it looks like they're going to throw it deep, but that's only 8 yards. I don't even know if they're going to use their timeout. Maybe they will. Mississippi does get the ball to start the next half, so, I mean, we could have a game on our hands if they're able to score. And look at this. Nice screen. Brown's cutting up the center, and they're going to use their 2nd timeout. And here on 1st down, I don't think that screen really opened up any blocks, but he breaks 2 tackles. Still on his feet. Oh, there's no time left. Oh, breaking all those tackles killed the rest of the clock. He found 17 yards, but they're not going to get any points off of that. 95 break tackle, 91 strength. My God, the 95 trucking, it's just insane. Mississippi State to start the second half didn't score, had to punt it away here to the Tigers. 21-3, 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10, ball sitting around the 47. And Brown's going to get to that outside edge, and oh, I thought he had a chance to outrun him, but shoelace tackle saves the TD. 1st down and 10, handing it to Brown again. It looks like they're running the same play. And there's Brown rolling off of one and down to the 25. They sat Brown for a couple of plays. He got on the oxygen machine a bit, and now 5 minutes to go. 1st down and 10 inside the red zone for the Tigers. Brown back to block. Hunter has all day. Delivers a strike over the center, and that is close to a touchdown down at the 1. This Tigers team's looking unstoppable, man. I mean, like, to face the opponents they're going to face during the season, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, they have a very tough schedule. They're in the SEC. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down and goal. They have the box stacked. I mean, let's see if they try to bounce it out to Brown to the outside edge, and they get in. That's his 3rd TD of the day. 2 from only a couple of yards, but my God, Brown is having a career season. 3 touchdowns last week, 3 this week already. 158 yards for Brown today. Mississippi State doesn't score. They're down 25 here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers back out on the field, taking the ball from about the 16-yard line. Man in motion, handing it off to Brown. Brown's going to the outside edge, runs over a guy, and still going down to the 33. You cannot stop this kid. Brown has 15 carries today. He had 14 last week, so I mean, he's expecting 12 to 15 right now from the kind of offense they run. He would love 20 to 25, and hey, he might get 20 carries today. We'll just have to see. And he gets a block there, but they're going to lose a yard. 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Brown's cutting up the middle. Oh, he was going up the middle, but that started running his original route, and that's going to go into the dirt. 3rd down and 11. Brown split off to the left of the quarterback, Hunter. Brown's going to get a block there. And, ooh, that's close, and they get it. Just barely by the tip of the football. Brown was holding his own with that defensive right end. That's a big boy there. And Brown able to hold him off. Oh, trying to cut behind his blocker, but gets caught up by a defender. 2nd and 8. 42's out on the sideline for a bit, getting some more oxygen, getting some rest. You know, you already had a career day. You're up by 25. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You don't want to strain these players, especially your starters. You're going to need them all season in the SEC. 184 yards today, averaging 10 yards per carry for Brown. This kid is a trucking machine, and Hunter's going to keep that one. Try to find the first down, but only gets 1. 3rd down and 2. They are in Mississippi State territory. This would be a very long field goal. Hunter keeps it, though, and gets the first down, it looked like. He gets back up. He landed on a Mississippi State player, stood back up, and got the first down. Mississippi State is 2-0. I mean, this ball club is no joke, but they're looking like the butt end of one right now. Let's see what the Tigers do. And they're going to throw it to the left side of the field here and find 10. Auburn went down and scored it. It's 35-3, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. This should be one of the last plays of this quarter, and we'll be moving on to the fourth. Mississippi State only 3 points scored today. And quick throw to the left side. That's a completion. After 3 quarters of play, Auburn leads 34-3. All the sports networks are going to be talking about Brown and his performance over these last 2 weeks during the hype of next week's game, because, I mean, nearly 200 yards rushing today, decent receiving numbers, nearly 200 yards last week at 160. I mean, 3 touchdowns each week. He's unstoppable. 4 receptions today as well for a decent amount of yards. First down and 10 here inside the 30, down to the 33. And Brown catches that one. Wow! Between 2 defenders here. 5 receptions, 58 yards for Brown on the day. He takes a big hit there, but comes down with it 2nd and inches. On this short yardage situation, you definitely want to go with probably play action and throw it deep. Take a chance. And they do that, and it's complete to the left side, and he is gone. The Tigers put 6 more on the board, and that's going to be it for the starters today. They're going to let Mississippi State and the backup for the Tigers take it over. 41-10 is how this one ends, and my God, if you're a Tigers fan, it was a good one. If you like Mississippi State, it was a tough one to watch. But Brown, I mean, career day, the numbers, receiving, rushing. I mean, he was return man of the year last season, no longer on special teams this year, but I have a feeling he's still going to add some trophies to that trophy case. 17 carries, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 receptions for nearly 60 yards. I mean, just a great performance. Very convincing victory for the Tigers. Like we said, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 3 broken tackles, 120-plus yard carry, a 59-yard carry as his first carry of the game for that big TD. And then going to receiving, he had 58 yards on 5 catches. I mean, that is some solid performance by this young running back. We can get this upgrade. It'll upgrade his carrying to 99 and his agility to 84, and it'll make him a 97 overall. I think we're going to grab that. After that very convincing win over Mississippi State, Auburn is now ranked in the top 25, sitting at number 22. We're about to take on number 5 Texas A&M in this doubleheader. Now, Texas A&M is just a bit better than us in every category. We're B+ in everything. They have an A, A-, A+. And Kirk's going to side with Texas A&M on this one, even though they're playing here against the Tigers at home. They're 95 overall. We're 90. They have a 99 offense. We have a 91. That 99 offense might be a problem for our 88 defense, but their defense is pretty evenly matched against our offense. So hopefully on offense we can score a decent amount, and hopefully our defense can get lucky and pull off some stops. I mean, it's going to be tough, but if we can beat the Aggies here, we have a huge chance of getting into the top 15 or so maybe after this week, and then we're going to remain undefeated at 3-0. To start this game, Auburn fans are hyped up, and we're getting the ball first. They're excited that we're 2-0, and we're actually performing like a top SEC team this season, and that's what's so exciting. Whoa, that one was a little bit too much pepper on that one. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 25. We were open, we waited for it, but that just went a little bit over our heads there. Hunter snaps it. We're open again. We're wide open. But he's going to throw it to the right side, and that's going to be a 5-yard completion. 3rd down and 5. Do not want to go 3 and out against A&M early. Don't like any of this. We're not open. They throw it shallow, but we get 14 yards. moving the chains all the way down to the 44. We're looking to get our first carry here of the day. Got a little bit of speed on this A&M player, and we're going to find 7. Hurrying up, trying to keep this A&M defense on the field, not letting them sub out. 2nd down and 3, another handoff to Brown, and he's going to get that first down. They took us out for 1 play, and somehow we got down to the 6. So we're inside the red zone, down at the 6-yard line, 2nd down and goal. And they are going to give it to the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run it for a touchdown. Wow. We made that look easy on our first drive. We're a new Tigers team, everybody. And our defense got the stop that we asked for before this game. So if we can score here, go up by 2. Now they do get the ball to start the second half, but if we can have a decent 1-score or so lead, getting sucked up behind the backfield. 2nd down, 13, 3 carries, 7 yards. Obviously not as explosive as the last 2 weeks. That was to be expected. Texas A&M a bit better on defense and everything, really. And we're going to lose 2 yards on that carry. I don't really know what that was. 3rd down, 15. Inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. I mean, we're going to run it here. Let's hope for a miracle. And we're going to give him the little 1-2, and that's not going to work. 6 yards. We're going to be punting it away. Obviously, A&M had great field position there. Not much of a challenge. They were able to run down the field and score 7-7. 2 minutes ago in the first. I'm not expecting a lot of carries for us because when we're behind... Oh, got tipped at the line of scrimmage. We were wide open otherwise. But yeah, not expecting a lot of carries for Brown today. If we fall behind especially, that's when we're going to be going to the air a lot more. And man, we're open on that route every time, and that's a guaranteed first down. 4 for 6 for 59 yards for Hunter today. Brown offset to the left. Brown's open. Brown wants it. Brown catches it. 12 yards and a first down. That was a risky pass. He was open for a second, but my God, the coverage converged quickly. He got smoked as he caught it, but he holds on. Crowd is loud. They are hyped up here. This is the top competition they really want. Hunter breaks a tackle. Oh my God, he is off to the races into Texas A&M territory. I think he got down to the 35. Correction, the 26 is where he got. Wow. That's a big carry here. 1st down and 10. Knocking on the red zone door. Hunter gets to the outside edge, cuts back up inside. 7 yards on that carry. 2nd and goal from the 1 after sitting out a couple plays. Brown is refreshed. Now he is usually money inside the 5. Let's see if they give it to him here to go up by 1 score. And they do give it to Brown. He's forced to push, but he can't get in. They're inches from the end zone. They're in the hurry up, trying to keep A&M on their feet. Let's see what they do here. Brown pushes it. He finds it. Wow, that blocking did not look good. I thought he was going to be caught in the backfield, but he just churned and churned and churned. And there it is, a touchdown for the Tigers. A&M answers right back, and now we're in the 2nd quarter, 14-14. Like I said, A&M gets the ball to start the second half, so you want to be up at least by something leaving this half of football if you're the Tigers. And right there, Brown's open for an 18-yard reception. He was like shot out of a cannon as soon as he caught that. 7 first downs apiece for each of these ball clubs. 1st down and 10, nearing the 50-yard line. It's a little bit of play action. Hunter keeps the ball, goes deep. Ooh, almost intercepted. Yeah, take a breath if you're the Tigers. You do not want Texas A&M to score here and leave you behind going into the half. 2nd down and 10, nearing Texas A&M territory, and he had a hole, just couldn't get through it. 1 yard carry for Brown. 3rd down and 9, 3 for 4 on 3rd down conversions today for the Tigers. Let's see what they do here. They're going to get it to Brown on a screen, and he gets caught up from behind. 4th down and 7. With that field position, they were able to punt and pin Texas A&M deep. Texas A&M not able to capitalize on that drive. 4 minutes to go here, and the Tigers have the ball back. This is kind of the opportunity they wanted here. Hunter keeps the ball there on the option, and he's going to find 5. 2nd down and 5. Brown going deep, trying to get this one. Oh, he wanted it, and he was sacked for 6. 3rd down and 12. This is a big 3rd down conversion. And they're going to throw that one short, and it's incomplete. A&M not able to score again. This has been back and forth, 14-14, 2:32 to go in the half. Auburn has a 3rd opportunity to take the lead here before the end of the first half. And Brown muscles his way forward for 9, almost 10. 2nd down and inches. Hunter kept that one, and that's a 2-yard loss. Both options were blown up. You just need to get this first down and then focus. You have 3 timeouts. Don't do anything drastic here. See what they do on the option. And Hunter's going to keep it. Brown's ahead of him trying to lead some blocks. And they get the first down. First down and 10. Brown going deep. He wanted it, but they're not going to get to him. They get it Gaston for 11. Tigers are moving down the field, nearing the 50-yard line. 2 yards shy of that right now. Definitely looking like they can come away with points here. And oh boy, Brown let Hunter get hit hard there. Didn't quite see him coming up the left side. This would be about a 51-yard field goal in the rain, and there's some slight wind to the left. So, I mean, this is probably something you want to get at least a few more yards on if you're going to attempt something like this for points. And they throw it to the left side. It is caught. They're going to find 12. First down and 10. Wow, Brown gets caught up at the line of scrimmage, but a nice completion down to the 15. Auburn used one timeout. Obviously, you don't want to leave too much time for Texas A&M. You want to definitely go into the half with this lead because that'll give you the best chance at winning this game. And there's Brown trying to get ahead of 73. A little too slow there, so he had to forego the block, but he finds the first down with a 5-yard carry. First down and goal. They use their second timeout, and Brown has it. He saw that there was a hole in the center of the end zone and cut up in like a streak formation, and they find each other. They're on the same page there, and that's a touchdown. Now, Texas A&M was able to score before the end of the first half. They got 3, but they didn't do anything to start the second, so Auburn still has a 4-point lead, looking to take a 2-score lead here. And they give it off to Brown. He works his way up to center for 6. Second down and 4, man in motion for the Tigers. Another give to Brown, and he's going to muscle his way forward for a first down. A handoff to Brown again. They're utilizing him a lot in this half. 13 carries in this game already. He had, I think, 16 last week, 14 in week 1. So they definitely have a plan, a scheme for him. Gets to the outside, and now it's a foot race. 17 yards on that carry. First down and 10. The run's been working. They've been in the hurry up, keeping this defense on the field. And Brown's going to get taken down behind the line. He's probably worn out. Auburn went down and scored, and Texas A&M answered right back. It's a 4-point game again, halfway through the third quarter here in Alabama. Giving this one to Brown to start things off. On the ground, he finds 3. Second down and 7. Tigers up by 4, hoping to take another 11-point lead, and here he's going to be met in the backfield. Third down and 8. Third down and 8. They're trying to convert here. And I think they have a completion on the right side all the way down to the 50, a 21-yard catch by McFarland. Hunter's looked really good this season. Brown's looked really good. I mean, the Tigers might be in talk for the national championship this year if they can keep this kind of play style up against top teams like Mississippi State and Texas A&M. But they had to win this game first, to stay in that conversation. But if they can, I mean, hey, they have a great conference. If they can win out some games in that, national championship might not be out of the realm of possibility. And, wow, Brown takes that one for 7. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Brown trying to get open for his quarterback. There was great coverage down the field, and Hunter takes a 2-yard sack. Fourth down and 7 from the 31. I mean, this would be a 48-yard field goal. They're going to attempt to go for it here, it looks like. This is very nerve-wracking because you're only up by 4. Oh, and Brown catches it for him, and that's a first down. He was supposed to cut up the middle on that route, cut out to the left side. Saw a little tiny hole there, was able to catch it and pull it in for a first down on 4th down and 7. That has to hurt if you're an Aggies fan. But right now, it looks like their hopes are alive to at least go up by 7 here, unless you have a turnover of some sort. And, oh, Brown tried to get the block there, missed it out. That's an 8-yard sack. Now you're back where you started. You're at the 31. You're going to need some yards if you're going to try to knock this in for a field goal at the very least. 13 seconds to go in this third quarter. Man in motion for the Tigers. And this is not looking good. Brown's going to cut it up the middle. It looked like a design run to the left. And he finds great yardage, 12 yards there, and that's going to end the third quarter. This game is a barn burner. 28-24. Such a close one between two 25-ranked opponents. They took Brown out to rest. Texas A&M went down and scored 8. And now it's only a 3-point game after Auburn's touchdown made an 11-point game. So let's see what they can do here. Starting off in the fourth quarter with 4:30 to go. They're going to give this one to Brown. He finds 3. It's only a 3-point game. Second down and 7. They give it to Brown on the speed option. We really don't see them run that often. Third down and 3. You need to convert here. What do you do in this situation? I mean, Brown has been a great running back all season. He's a bruiser. He can churn those legs like the best of them. You give it to him here, and he gets it for you. A nice 6-yard carry, and that's a first down. They let Brown sit out for a play, catch his breath. 22 first downs for the Aggies today, 19 for the Tigers. 2nd down and 10, closing in on the 50-yard line. And that's not going to go to Brown. It goes to the right side, and that's going to be 3rd down and 3. Very short yardage situation. You're sitting at the 49. Obviously, you feel a little bit comfortable if you had to punt it here. You're going to pin them pretty deep. And there's still a decent amount of time on the clock. You have 3 timeouts, so if they would go down and score, you have time. But you don't need to talk about that. You just converted with a 3-yard completion. 1st down and 10, man in motion for the Tigers from the left side. And it looks like Brown's going to get some nice blocks. Hunter's going to be broken free inside the 30 down to the 28. Brown really broke that run out for Hunter by securing 2 blocks there on the edge. 1st down and 10. And Brown was open on that left side. He's missed that 3 or 4 times now today. The Tigers scored a touchdown. Then Texas A&M scored a touchdown. A 3-point game again. 59 seconds to go. A&M has 3 timeouts, so you're going to need a first down here. You're going to want to ice this game. And there's Brown getting 1 yard. Not quite what you wanted. The Aggies use a timeout. You're going to make them use all 3 timeouts, but you don't have great field position. I mean, they're going to be able to get a field goal here if they get 2 or so first downs if you have to punt it away to them. And I'd be a little worried if you had to do something like that. Brown's going to find 4 yards there, 3rd down and 5. Can he find 5 more? Looks like they're going to do some type of read option here, 3rd down and 5. Got to be nervous if you're a Tigers fan right now. You would hate to see a game like this turn into a loss for you. And Brown tries to push forward. He only gets 2, though. It's 4th down and 3. They use their timeout. They have 52 seconds. Time to watch the rest of this game from the sideline. Let's hope that our defense can pull it off. 3 points would bring us into overtime. 7 would cause us to lose. Let's see what happens. This punt is going to go off. How deep does it go? All the way back to the 28, but it's going to have a return after it. Down at the 40, but there is a flag. Let's see who it's on. And it's on clipping. It's a clipping call. Oh my gosh. They got the ball at the 40 right now. This is scary. I mean, if they get to the 33, they could easily make that type of field goal. That's a 50-yard field goal. They're going to tackle them inbounds. That's what you need. That's going to keep this clock running. And they're in the hurry up, trying to get to the line as quick as possible. 30 seconds left on the clock as they snap it and spike it into the turf. 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. They're 8 for 13 on 3rd down conversions today. Obviously 4-down territory here for the Aggies. They need quite a few yards. Don't have a lot of time. No timeouts remaining. They're going to throw this one complete to the outside edge. Did he get out of bounds? I think he didn't. They're in the hurry up. 25 seconds to go. Definitely looking at field goal range already. This will be about a 50-yarder from this exact position. And they're going to get another completion, making this a much easier field goal. Plus, they got the first down. The clock's going to stop. They're going to have time to get up to the line here. 15 seconds. This defense is going to have to pull together. Auburn has to pull something out of their hat here. You cannot allow that. That is a spiked ball. 12 seconds. They're going to have 2 opportunities. So 2 opportunities potentially to throw it in the end zone. Hope for the best. Don't go to overtime. But I think we're going to be looking at some overtime play here. They're in field goal range already. 11, 10, 9, and almost sacked. That would have been devastating. Incomplete. That was in the end zone, though. They're going to have to be careful. They send a little bit of a blitz. They're going to go for the field goal here. 7 seconds to go. It's a relatively short one. You're looking maybe at 39 yards. It's up, and it is in. They're tied up with 4 seconds. Moving into overtime. Wow, did not think we'd be here. 42-42. Tigers get the ball first. Auburn fans are quiet, and it looks like A&M's going to use a timeout. 1st down and 10. Here in overtime, number 1. Man in motion for the Tigers. And that play never works out for them. Hunter loses 3. I mean, you can't take a field goal here. The field goal here is probably going to spell your death sentence. Let's see what they do. 2nd down and 13. And Hunter gives it to Brown. I mean, he's caught up. That was a draw play of some sort. 2 yards, 3rd down and 11. Not looking good for the Tigers. This would be a very devastating loss if they were on the losing end of this one. Oh, James Brown wanted it, and it's intercepted. Wow, Brown in pursuit. Not going to let this go to the house. He gets the tackle. And the Aggies score on their possession, and that's how this game ends. 48 42. What a disappointing outcome for the Tigers here in the slump in Alabama. My gosh, they fought very hard, and this looks like a different ball club than what we saw last year. Already, obviously, a loss here hurts. It's not against an SEC opponent, though, Big 12 opponent, not a big deal. You take this with a grain of salt. You're probably going to fall in the top 25, but you're not too far off. I mean, take what you learned here, all the mistakes you made, try to correct those. And going into the SEC, I mean, not a lot of competition gets much harder than Texas A&M. So if you can take your lessons, learn them here, you should be looking at a decent SEC record this year and maybe a top 15 finish. Here's some player stats, though. 26 carries for Brown. I mean, that's the higher end you're going to see him carry this season. 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving-wise, he had 5 catches for 49 yards and a TD as well. After that loss to A&M, it looks like we're still ranked in the top 25, sitting at number 25 at 2-1. Next week, we take on Kansas State University. Now, they're better than us on offense, have a little worse defense, so we're about the same overall, and it looks like Kirk's going to side with the Tigers as we travel to Kansas State. Oh, A&M is in the SEC West. For some reason, I thought they were in the Big 12, but I guess we have a conference loss now. That's depressing, but we did beat Mississippi State, so we're 1-1 in the conference, and that puts us right here at number 3. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Arkansas have losses. Alabama has yet to play a conference game. They're 3-1. And it looks like A&M is the team to beat right now. LSU's looking really good too. So if we can beat them, A&M drops a game or two, we might have a chance at the SEC Conference Championship. Actually, Texas A&M would have to drop 2 games, sadly. Wow, just for fun, I thought I would look at the Heisman watch list, and look at this. James Brown is on it. I mean, he's had 3 good weeks, over 100 yards each week. And, I mean, he's probably sitting around the 400 or so yard mark after 3 games. And, I mean, he's been a great dual threat receiving-wise as well. So, I'm really excited to see our man on the Heisman watch list. But that's where we're going to end today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications if you're new. And until next time, peace out.